it where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she...
It's week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Eagles and the Rams, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as handler elects not to return it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's the option, running right. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is McCaffrey on the give. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. K.J. Hamler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey to about the 35, second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ready? They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. From the 24, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline. And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. and they trailed the visiting Chiefs in that one. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Rams, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the foot.
Hurts fumbles it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd down. Here's an option right. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into red territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it to about the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try and run the option. Uses the stiff arm. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Looking towards the sideline, finding Kelsey for the completion. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McCaffrey is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Another run here with Dobbins. And some room to roam now. Gets around him. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Rolling to his left. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Okay,
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now an option play on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run with McCaffrey off the option. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run the option here on 1st and 10. The 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 15. A little over 50 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But they've certainly had trouble marking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Mayfield. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Baker. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point up and through as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Eagles, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign.